This cannot happen. It's as simple and it's as straightforward as that. Man United and Arsenal, these two deals, you got to walk away from them. You can't be letting these happen. That's just in my personal opinion, but I want to get yours. Leave your comments below. Make sure you are subscribing to the channel here, Terry Flewers TV. Get that bell notification hit as well. Very important to us that you get that done because the algorithm is not your friend. I'm going to come back to Arsenal in a minute. I want to start with my club, Manchester United. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, don't do it. I'm warning Ineos now. If you do this, any goodwill that's remaining, anyone who is being patient, anybody that is allowing you the time before completely judging you, I think all that goodwill will evaporate. The groups of people that have lost trust in you over the last 12 months, the individuals that have never trusted you. And you've got to remember, there are divisions within the Man United fan base on this. I have debates about it all the time. I respect other people's views. I have just always said I am going to give them time. Yes, they'll make mistakes. This is going to take them out. Who owns us? Now, we can get taken over by the Qataris tomorrow, debt written off. Still going to be 3 to 4 years to fix this football club. It really, really is, in my view. But if you go out and sign Dominic Calvert-Lewin, I am warning you now, everybody, including myself. I don't quite know exactly how I feel, right? Because I'm preempting it. But I think the goodwill goes. I understand not signing a striker and pumping that money into a new midfielder that improves us, a new goalkeeper that improves us. But Dominic Calvert-Lewin, for me, will be on par with the worst pieces of business I've ever seen in my life at this football club. It doesn't matter that this player cost 90 and this guy was 80 million and this guy was 60 million and they flopped. The situation that we are in, Dominic Calvert-Lewin isn't better than what we've got. He really isn't. Between Xerxes and Højlund, Dominic Calvert-Lewin is not better. His injury record is horrendous. He barely scores goals. This would be catastrophic, not only for the rebuild at the club, but for any goodwill remaining for Ineos, Sir Jim, Barada, Wilcock, and what they're trying to achieve. This will absolutely eviscerate, disintegrate, disapparate anything remaining. And I know that I'll get stick for saying this, Terry, but you're the one that will always say, you know, don't panic and stay calm. Yes, when what we're being told is positive, when what we're being told, what we're being given indicators, okay, well, we're looking at Gyökeres and Delap and Ollie Watkins, I can get on board with that. Not all of them, top of my list, but I can get on board with it. When you're signing Cunhas and Mbeumo's, I like it. Some of the young players we've purchased, great. But there have been mistakes in the last year, which people like myself, keeping Ten Hag, condemned it. Bringing in Ashworth and it not working, what a waste of time, condemned it. Throwing away a season because we brought Ten Hag in, everything that came after that. All of that is on the new owners. All of that is on them. They are now running the football operation. This summer has to be right. I am not someone that believes 4 or 5 signings should have happened by now or even could have happened by now. I'm not someone that advocates for letting the Sanchos and the Rashfords and the Garnachos and the Antonys leave for minimal profit or a loss. That is stupidity. We must stay strong there. But signing Dominic Calvert-Lewin, for me, is such a big, massive red flag. I actually think it'll be over for Ineos if they do that. And as hyperbolic as that may sound, leave me your comments below. I'll explain to you why it's not. Moving on, another big deal that I've got to take people seriously on this. Even the most die-hard Arteta inners are fuming at the connection to Noni Madueke. Now, let me preface what I'm about to say. Okay, let me build up to what I'm about to say. I don't think Noni Madueke is a terrible football player. I don't think he is absolutely garbage, dog shit, crap, has no place in Premier League football. But he is not going to move the needle at Arsenal to take them from being a side challenging for the league, challenging for the Champions League, and winning it. Isn't going to happen. Not on your Nelly. You could have a month of Sundays. How long's a piece of string? I don't know. But listen, I'm not letting the cat out of the bag here when I say absolutely not is he a needle mover. And you only have to look at the Chelsea fans' reactions. They are rubbing their hands together. They are licking their lips. 15 million? 16 million? They are loving the profit they're going to make on that player. Now, if they're about to make that kind of profit on Fernandes, on Caicedo, on Palmer, there'd be outrage. You have to ask yourself, and after a couple of days of reflecting on this deal, you have to ask yourself, you have to rethink these things sometimes. And yes, I stand by it. If Arsenal drop 20, 25 million at a push 30 and land Noni Madueke, and he's part of the Gyökeres, the Rodrigo or Anthony Gordon on the left signings, the Eze's for the centre, and then you're dropping that 30 at a push on Madueke. Maybe then Arsenal fans will get on board. Maybe then football can see the value of that deal. A decent squad player. I mean, you're selling squad players now for 25 to 30 million, like Smith Rowe, as an example. So they're going for that kind of money. It makes sort of sense. But if you're talking 45s, 50s, 60 millions in totality, that is an horrendous piece of business. An absolutely horrendous piece of business. There is no doubt about that whatsoever. It's awful. You can't deny it. You can't get away from it. It's terrible. And I think, again, I'm not saying a football club should just listen to its fans. I'm not saying that, because I'm sure if there was social media when Arsenal signed Thierry Henry, there'd have been people saying, don't buy him, he's a flop. He ain't going to work, he's a flop. But this is different. You've got to look at the volume of people. Not even the biggest Arteta inners don't want Madueke, especially for that money. And I really do think it will represent bad business. And if things start to go wrong, there'll be carnage. And more importantly, if they get Noni Madueke, but then not Eze. If they get Noni Madueke and then not a left winger, the Rodrigos, the Anthony Gordons, Rafael Leao maybe, the players they're linked to, they don't then sign somebody there. And the only out-and-out wide signing this summer is Madueke. Unless Gyökeres and Eze and Saka shoot them to that league title, just like different scenario to Man United's, different situation they're in, but there will be blood. There will be blood. Metaphorically, of course, right? I have to say that for the toaster people, but there will be. There will be carnage, because that will be seen, for the money it's being quoted, a colossal waste. Now, David Ornstein has said and come out and stated that Arsenal Football Club are, they're in this sort of, there's been no club-to-club contact as of right now. Other reports, though, from the likes of Simon Phillips, say there's only a £10 million difference in valuation. Are they using Madueke to help drive down the price of others like Eze, Rodrigo, maybe Anthony Gordon? Are they using it to, like they've sort of done with the Šeško deal? Is that happening? I want your thoughts and I want your opinions, but I stand by what I said at the beginning. These two deals, with what we're all being told, Man United, Arsenal, don't do them. Don't do it to your fans. As a United fan, don't do it to me, please, because I will start to lose so much faith in what you're trying to build, because it'll be horrendous. From an Arsenal point of view, listen, I think Arsenal have done brilliant business so far this summer, but the prices for Noni Madueke, they're a joke. Hit the like and the share button, and we'll see you all again soon. Peace.